I've never seen anything that ugly in my life.
If I looked like him, I'd swear I'd put a hood over my face.
I know you don't always like it, but I love it. It's my son's face.
You are not ugly, Augie.
You just have to say that because you're my mom.
Because I'm your mom, it counts the most, because I know you the most.
Oh, that is the movie Wonder. It's based on the best-selling book, and now it's a movie that opens tonight. Everybody's talking about it. Here to join me to talk more about that and so much more is Megan Comito. She is a teacher and reentry specialist at Phoenix Children's Hospital. So nice to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So this movie is based on a true story. It's about a little boy who was born with facial deformity, and it lends itself to what you do at Phoenix Children's. Talk to me about that.
So I am one of soon-to-be 6 teachers at Phoenix Children's. We work full-time to support kids with chronic and critical illness, and we certainly work with children with various deformities, disease, illness, and we help to support them through the school process.
Well, and that's the essence of what we're talking about today, is getting them through the school process, because as we'll see in this movie, it does present some very challenging situations. What's the most important thing that these children need from their community of adults and peers?
Well, so one thing that we do at Phoenix Children's is we try to, we kind of serve as the liaison between the hospital and the school. So we can travel out to the school and work with the teachers and the staff as well as the peers and let them ask questions, address the illness as the family feels that it's appropriate and fits for them.
Right.
And really give that child a voice in their journey.
When you say that you work with the schools, how do you facilitate a better understanding of the illness or the diagnosis? What exactly do you do when you're there?
So sometimes what we do is we partner with our child life specialists, and we'll travel out together and we'll kind of break down the illness into child-friendly terms. Like we might, for example, help children understand that leukemia is not contagious. But to be a good friend, you want to make sure and cough into your arm, wash your hands, don't come to school when you're sick, to help your friends feel better, maybe help carry their backpack if they're not feeling so well. And it's very sweet. The little ones always, like, they're volunteering to help be a good friend. So.
Do you ever find a family, though, that maybe wants to be a little more personal with what's happening?
Absolutely. And that is probably the essence of what we do. More than anything is we meet each child where they are and support them on their journey. And for some families, you know, they are school savvy, and for some families, they have never heard of a 504 or an IEP.
Right.
They have no idea how to navigate this journey. So we are there kind of every step of the way. And there are kids that I've known 10 years now who, you know, I remember when they were first diagnosed with a new diagnosis, and if it's a chronic illness, we travel with them on their journey. So we get to know their families and them really well, watch them grow up. They bring us their boyfriends and girlfriends to meet. It's fun.
But there are no easy answers, are there?
There are no easy answers, and that's something that we are constantly dealing with. We meet back together as a team, and we really talk about, like, hey, I have this scenario. What would you guys do? We're constantly thinking outside of the box, working with the physicians, working with the other team members. We really, at the hospital, work as a joint team. So it's physicians, social workers, nutritionists, every PT, OT, we all work together to kind of problem solve, because it is very challenging sometimes.
Right. Well, and you know it from both sides, because you are the mother of a child with chronic illness and you're a hospital teacher. When you see a movie like this that is bringing so much attention to exactly what we're talking about here, you know, how does that make you feel as somebody who is in both worlds?
I am so excited for this movie. And I'm so grateful to kind of now to sit on both sides of the fence, because it really gave me a different perspective. You know, we have a lot of ideas in our head about what is going on, but when you really travel this journey sitting on both sides, I hope that I am a better teacher and mom for that.
Well, we're looking at some clips from the movie, and you know, it's got an all-star cast, as I mentioned, getting great reviews. And being that you are on both sides, I know that you have a lot of various stories that you can share with us. One in particular is about a brown beanie baby bear. Tell me about that real quickly.
Well, this just makes me think of a patient I had years ago who unfortunately had to travel to another hospital for his bone marrow transplant, and he couldn't find this brown Beanie Baby bear that he really wanted.
That was so important.
And yes, that was so important, really. And so my assistant was able to help locate one, and we were able to mail it to the hospital and his mom talked about that for a long time when they came back
Yes.
to our hospital. Because sometimes that's what it is. It's those little things. It's sitting with the family and giving them a hug, just listening, because it's a very long, scary journey sometimes, and we know that. So we're
Well,
we're
and you
there.
know it personally, so I think that probably makes an even bigger difference. Thank you, Megan, for being here.
Thank you for having me. It
The
was a
movie,
pleasure.
once again, is called Wonder. We encourage you to go out and see it. And if you want more information about Megan or what she does, you can go to phoenixchildrens.org. Thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, more Arizona Daily Mix coming your way with AJ's right now.